Towards ladder, a couple towards T-Con. So it seems like they want to do some type of outer split with Maluk setting up some utility to help them get in. Boomich tries to get up close and gets caught.
Caught straight away, and PRT will punish him. So a great start for TeamOne. As another bullet has been put in. This time it's simple. Flamey also exploding out of connector. Takes off the head of Mobs and goes in for seconds. He's also got a point to prove. There's been a lot of debates, a lot of criticism coming his way. Maluk with the Glock puts down one, but now Perfecto is there to...
As they are seemingly looking to try to maybe punch into inner, but Electronic Company will be in place.
Oh, he's in place to perfection with Simple. M4 at range. HE tossed in for good measure, and this really never got rolling. This after a force buy as well. So they've yielded nothing, not even a single point of damage.
We see some aggression coming for Taz from Electronic.
Yeah, Electronic gets up ramp, gets one, but that's probably not going to be good enough. As the team look to spill out, the bomb's actually been dropped down. Someone has to go and get that. And this is where the time could very well start to play a piece in the round, but they have shut down.
Here soon, it seems like outer is going to be their target.
Flash through, boom, it's fully flashed, can't see anything, and finally it's finished off by Mobs. 22 seconds to play with. Only the first piece has been removed, and there's still Perfecto and Flamey on the A side. Actually, all four now of the CTs are moving into position, and it seems that TeamOne are just way too slow. Finally getting some head of steam with a couple of frags by their side. Electronic is burning alive, but the bomb will get denied. And with the bomb denial in effect, the round will slip away.
But they're not really giving them other options to pick up the pace, and that's the strength of having a good, strong CT economy. Good trade, though, at inner might open something up for TeamOne.
30 seconds, bomb spill, but retrieved. And now a beeline across to the side, but Simple and Perfecto are just shutting it down. No real hope. They even have the bomb across to the site. And to be fair to Pesadello, he's done a decent job of picking off the head of Perfecto and may very well get a bomb plant for his troubles. So at least gets that reward, but Simple quickly snatches his life away.
And make a bit of a push here towards inner. They're blocking off Cloud, so Simple can't get the free op shot, and they're going to try to get in here.
Electronic and Simple, though, the tag team duo, once again reigning supreme. Open M4 in hand. Simple has the cross covered, actually misses his shot uncharacteristically. It may give them a chance at a post plant, but considering they have no flashes or smokes to burst out of there with, there's already incendiaries been put down to deny the fast plant. It's not looking good for the Brazilians again. Maluk, though, threads the headshot onto Electronic. Does alleviate a little bit of the pressure, but there's also a flank element coming in. Boomich is wrapping around the back. If they push out, Simple has them. If they stay in position, Boom should be able to devour them whole with the AK. And indeed he shall. It's up
back calls. They have players positioned towards inner. The bombers and ladder not committed.
Making so much noise. Boomich could hear them both from a mile away. Plus, when he peeked up Pop Dog, he saw the bomb was there. So even though he didn't get the frag and wasn't picked off himself, it was information. Now, I think NaVi may be overthinking this one as they're rotating both players onto A site. Or are they? Because TeamOne are now starting to come out onto A as well. And Simple, Perfecto is still alive. Simple flicks across to take down Pesadello, and they've just nullified Maluk. That's the bomb that drops with him. They don't even have to go for frags anymore. There's not enough time. TeamOne have utterly blown their own kneecaps off.
Bomb was tucked ladder, and they just didn't commit together. They got picked apart.
That's just got to kill. You're already getting battered, losing an advantage like that. Not going to fare too much better. They try and rush out. We did talk about having more explosive strats, and I can respect that TeamOne have tried it. But they walk into the gauntlet once again. 5v2, and NaVi don't lose these rounds. They won't allow you the opportunity to slither away you back in.
No, and this is exactly what I was talking about earlier, though, Vince, is when NaVi are playing this forward style of defense on ladder and T-Con,
and they have been unable to grasp at any of them. Just one smoke remains, a molly, a flash, and a HE. As they look to push their way in. Excellent entry from Mobs. That's more like it, but they get shut down on Boot and Simple as well. Boot now sprays in for two more. He's burning alive, but it's completely worthwhile. And although Pesadello's picked up the bomb, and he's trying to traverse across to the site, even if he does get a post plant coming up, I don't fancy his chances against Simple and Flamey on Ops. Now, if the 1v1 goes his way, maybe frag in the pistol. Will it come full circle? Will he get the first in the final round and a half? Nope. Electronic just straight through on B site and destroys Pesadillo. Skulls goes not long afterwards. And although PRT has chipped in with a frag, it's too little too late. Although he has got 2 now. So maybe they can end the half in winning ways. Electronic is waiting and biding his time in Pop Dog, but a secondary smoke is there to deal with him, and Mobs goes in for another one. Simple has been put down.
There's a chance here for the remaining members, perhaps, of T1. All on Flamey now, 1 versus 2. Low health, though, on both these players does give Flamey a chance, especially if he can land this HE grenade. Now, the bomb has been evacuated through Z, and it won't even matter. P are kind of playing more of a retake inner strategy, and they're kind of just gathering up at outer, which is a solid call. But there are some ways back into the round here for NaVi based on that health discrepancy on a couple of the players.
Maluk, though, puts the headshot in perfectly and a second to follow up. Electronic has to clutch a 1-on-5 with 20 seconds and no control of the bomb. It was never looking good. Flashbang out of main. Skulls, a weakened Perfecto up against him, but still couldn't quite thread the headshot. And Pesadillo, he's looking for a potential player up there in Pop Dog, but nothing's going to be forthcoming. Elsewhere on A site, 33 seconds left. NaVi have to start pressing forward. Push the accelerator down to the ground, but PRT with the spray onto Boomich has 2 kills, make it 3 in quick succession. Come down and put NaVi into a 1-on-4. It is simple, but really not looking too great for him. Maluk just instantly wide swings the angle, takes him.
Are taking an unfavorable angle. So they have been stalled out. Electronic, though, with the late lurk through Ivy, those 2 kills change everything.
Oh, and now Simple can just get them as the chaos descends onto the site. They try and turn their tail around towards Pesadillo's watching. PRT's also keeping his eye over on the main side as Perfecto comes out, but the picks go the way of NaVi. The 2 entries go the way of the T's, and suddenly TeamOne on the back foot again. There's 40 seconds to try and hold on, but that flashbang is on point. Maluk has to slightly turn his attention elsewhere. That allows the T's to now spill out into the open, but Mobs may have the nuts position, hiding in the smoke, waiting for some more bullets to be barraged out towards the side. But Maluk is going to try and take this one away, and although Perfecto's got 1, he has to try and connect the dots a little bit further. Mobs down to 16 HP, there's only 18 seconds, and Perfecto walks straight out into his crosshair.
Focus through Ivy, they were able to make it work, though, get some good picks, at least get themselves a fighting chance, and then Perfecto just gives his life away for free there. Luckily, there's still economy left for NaVi. Simple's already got an opening pick as well over towards the aggression at inner, and they might find another. Indeed, they do. Mouths gets caught this time around. He's been testing that position a few times. He's been successful. At that time, he's been caught, and now inner is wide open for NaVi.
And they still have Electronic on the lure. Pesadillo needs kills, gets 1, but at great cost to his life, and Simple, with the peak, has shut him down. Now Electronic can start to make a move around the back of them. Dicey right now for the CTs, but maybe they can mount a comeback. Perfecto says no, resoundingly puts the bullet in the head of Pesadillo, but then overstays his welcome, pushes out, and is punished by Skulls. Now, they may be able to get their hands on that rifle as well, and they're going to try and deny this form of Boomich, who comes out with the Galil. Double spray in from Pop Dog, and PRT and Mobs can do little but try and hold on with their Deagle and M4. Only 2 flashes to accompany them. And now mollies, smokes, and more importantly, AK rounds are being dispersed. It's 16-8.
Pushes in the lobby and outside. Boomich, in the meantime, does get his opening pick. Pesadillo does get caught out here behind the double stack. He's good for 1, but immediately traded, which is great news for NaVi, who now have control of lower site. They have the 4-on-3. They have PRT low on HP, and now the bomb is down.
Bomb is down. 3 players remain, but PRT is a bullet away from death. Skulls and Maluk, try as they may, have got to try and rummage a path outside of these close-knit claustrophobic angles, and they're already watching at the top side as well. Skull spots Simple, takes him down, pivots back in. Player in decon is low and has now been fragged out. Smoking off the double doors. They've got a smoke that they can put down and potentially get that defuse kit in amongst all the action.
And the rest of NaVi still gathered up inside lobby position. Plenty trying to sneak through towards Mini. He's been caught, however, so now they're limited on the angles they can take as they do come into upper. Simple gets a great headshot there. And now, all of a sudden, NaVi actually have a little bit of hope, Vince.
Yeah, most of the CTs had funneled their way off A site, so 2 players coming up lobby and 1 in heaven. 20 seconds could prove to be the final nail in the coffin, though, because one area will go unchecked. Simple, 1 on 3, 12 seconds to his name. And there is Maluk. That's a very good point. They've really turned the screws onto NaVi. Boomich already down. Finally, they get another purchase in. Instantly weakened, electronic spray on point. 2 players fall to his wake. And the AK opens up outside control. Flaming. An important duel up against PRT, and he comes out ahead. I think he got dinked, but it was through the wall. So it took away all of that damage. Mobs may get the drop onto Electronic, who may not be anticipating a 3rd player to be here, and indeed, that will be the case. But it's still a 3-on-2 and advantage to the NaVi.
Yeah, it's a small victory to be won. Electron had so much impact with the Dick, had such a great timing up close at Outer. Perfecto takes down Mob, so now only Skull is left standing. By storm. They keep getting these advantages. Now they have the 4-on-3. PRT does get aggressive in lobby, does get 1, but not going to get out of there. Great response from NaVi to understand the situation and get that one back. Well, they expect another defense.
They do. Simple's watching it. He's seen the script. He's been there so many times. Mobs does get the death from above. 28 seconds to play with and instantly dips down into ramp. He's got a perfect read of the situation. This is a clutchable round now for Mobs, but he may have missed his chance. Open finds away the time. Still somehow alive, but Flamey, who is really playing very well. TeamOne, though, the bulk of these last 4 or 5 have certainly been NaVi's, but Maluk up close gets 1 nearly seconds. Unfortunate not to land the shot onto Perfecto, but Skulls comes in and Mobs with the fast flank. Puts down Simple in the back of the head. The timing going against NaVi this occasion, and now Electronic alongside Flamey trying to make something happen outside of Squeaky. Flamey comes back in, big headshot delivered on. Pesadillo has the angle covered though, and Flamey never really had a chance. Electronics had a bit of a quiet game so far, down on 5 frags and 49 ADR. This would be a big moment for him. But expect NaVi to have a very different go of it when the roles are reversed. And speak of the devil himself, he has struck onto PRT, Vent dives down, and he's expecting that maybe a fast rotation will be right behind him. That's another AK that's now traded hands, and TeamOne, actually a player behind, could be conceding this round. Pesadillo's spray not quite there to deliver, but actually gets 2 kills from this. I thought he had no chance, and now it's allowed that retreat.
But luckily, Flamey has been kind of lurking around here the entire time. He's going to break some glass, put some pressure. There is a player just ahead of him, though. That's Pesadillo. He's able to get 1, but Electronic is very quick to trade, and so this will allow a bomb plant for NaVi.
Electronic and Boomich up against Skulls and Maluk. The HP does favor them. The firepower also favors NaVi in these positions. Maluk has the AWP, but no reason to peek him at this point. The bomb is planted out in the open, and there's a flash and a smoke, but not much else on the collective belt of TeamOne. Boomich goes down first. Electronic gets perforated straight afterwards from the M4. TeamOne successfully get the retake and successfully take the first half 9-6. Concede by 3 as they trail, but they can easily bounce back if this second pistol goes in their way. Flashes and mollies, but they're going to line up for Electronic. Only gets 1 in the meanwhile, though, on PRT. Puts him down pretty quickly afterwards. Simple gets aggressive with the CZ. Straight through on Squeaky. Takes down his adversary and then pulls the plug afterwards. Pesadillo around the back, though. Takes them both down with ease. In a 1-on-4, he's half the odds, but still needs to get onto the site where the bomb is currently there waiting for him, and the timing nearly works against him. He could be getting flanked in as well from Vents. He realizes this, but he's been tagged down to 31 HP. There's still a minute to play with, but Flamey, he is not slowing down. Full-on purchase at this stage. They don't have really much in surplus. They're going to be trying to get out aggressively. Mobs, so aggressive, but all the kills after him go the way firmly of NaVi. And Pesadillo's already down to 36. He gets torn down a peg. Looking to try and get some more aggression, but walks out into the double stack. And it's Simple's AUG that will have the final word. Maluk may very well put down Flamey, but it has no idea as to how much trouble he's currently in, because the bomb is dropped on the A site and NaVi is circling it like vultures.
Yeah, it's one of those rounds that's like a bottle rocket that's a dud. You light it on fire, you see the initial sparks, and you start to get excited, and then
slowing it down somewhat, but there's now going to be a flurry of grenades firing their way on towards the hut. Molotovs, flashes, smokes, everything tossed in. But NaVi have got that blockade set up. The impenetrable defense, the fortress, has been put into place again, and considering that they tossed nearly everything they had onto the site and they've only lost casualties, they've only taken pain, Now they've got a smoke and flash left. They're going to try and do what they can to limp their way towards the site, but they're being culled where they stand. Yes, PRT gets a frag, and maybe even a second onto Electronic if he's not careful. There's not really much he can do about this, to be fair. He needs someone to come and help him out. Now Flamey is the man to do the job.
He's jumping over bullets.
He's literally dodging bullets left and right while Flamey comes in to clean up the rest. And although he'll go down, look, Electronic... Oh yeah, they're on the fast track for securing map 2, and they nearly lined up for a collateral. Simple. Probably couldn't believe his eyes for a second as he pulled the trigger. He gets one, does get counted instantly by Molbs. And they've already quickly maneuvered their way into Garage, but Electronic is here. Molbs picks up his second. Do they expect Electronic to be behind Blue? And this could be the ace up the sleeve for NaVi. But he's still pretty sure that Garage is going to be aggressed on. They have two players watching the same position, so now Electronic can turn his attention elsewhere. He's given his position away. PRT! That Ferrari peak headshot is sublime. With one, tries to transition into that second spray, and his spray was sloppy at the end. Electronic, though, nearly gets to drop onto multiple players. Simple at the back of the site gets one, but just overwhelmed and swarmed by T's will finally meet his demise. Seconds. It was looking so good for TeamOne, and now it's looking pretty bleak as they come up heaven slowly. Electronic will show no chill. No prisoners taken. Only bullets barrage down onto the oncoming T's. They'll try and wrap around lobby at the meanwhile. There's flashes coming in. It's a good flash at that and does afford them a bit of safe passage, but Perfecto is already in prime position to strike this one down. Last man standing is mobbed, but not for much longer.
RT probably towards outside if I had to guess based on the patterns we've seen in previous rounds. Pesadillo though, big catch onto Boomich. Unlocking this upper sight, skulls on the Perfecto. That's going to reinforce it, and all of a sudden TeamOne, they have a way to plant, and they've put NaVi in a spot where they do not feel comfortable probably trying to go for the retake here. They will have to concede this round, save these M4s, but now they're not even carrying that over. Let's try to see NaVi trying to slow down any type of fast pushes, and Electronic playing up close. Outer finds his man and more. Two big kills from Electronic.
It's looking like TeamOne may have run out of a bit of steam. Finally, NaVi's superior firepower is rising to the top, but so is Skulls with the AK.
Even if it means having to concede the site itself, they have all the kits they need, as well as, you know, nades for nade stacking, all that good stuff. Flamey, though, takes out PRT, so it may not even come to that.
Spot the shoulder around the corner, but Flamey will not miss them.
And so NaVi seemingly doing their part, Vince, to stay in playoff contention. Again, those other series are still going on, though. There's other determining factors, and we see Flamey, though, lighting up two more, Vince. It's looking like the end.
Simple missing a shot that you'd expect him to land. Reputation preceding him, but the slow peak doesn't really fare well for the T's. They just swarm Simple, though. So finally,
they will plant lower. Now it's going to come down to the NaVi retake with man advantage.
Nuke in a good position. I think that scope in gave his spot away. Allowed Boomich to stay alive a little bit longer. Electronic making sure Shadow is clear. Molotov does just that. Player down to the right-hand side. There's only a certain amount of spots at this point that players could be residing in. NaVi should be checking their angles, but Skull spins around for two out of nowhere, and now it comes down to Perfecto, who connects the headshot downtown onto Maluk and saves the round and takes NaVi to a 2-0. We'll be headed to a break when you read.